Hey there. Hopefully this is going to work this time. This is my third attempt at doing a Twitter live this afternoon. First attempt, I forgot that it's very volatile. If you touch the screen, you can knock stuff out. I did that. Second attempt, I think my headphones blocked it out. I did something and dropped it. But anyway, it failed. So this is my third attempt, but we're going to go ahead and talk about some stuff. I got a couple things I wanted to talk about. I haven't been on air in a couple of weeks. I've been setting up a new office. I moved out of Illinois to Wisconsin. And it's had some issues with it, but all is good because I've got a new situation set up here. But a couple of questions people asked me this week, I wanted to kind of go over and talk about a little bit. I get a lot of questions out throughout the week from prospects and customers about how to actually do stuff. So I thought about doing like an end of the week or a little bit more often going there and talk about some of those other things I asked so people can understand what how it works and this stuff. Here's some of the stuff that I kind of reviewed this week, and some of the stuff will come out in tweets on the corporate handle and my handle next week. But one of the things that I kind of came up with this week that someone had asked me how to actually highlight an entire cell in NDTrader. And we had that functionality in TT a long time ago, but we only had it in for a couple of weeks and we pulled it with some performance issues. And someone asked me about this like 2-3 weeks ago. And I said, no, you can't do it. Turns out you can. I noticed that this week you actually can do this. That functionality is back in the platform. And what I'm talking about is you can actually go in and you can hold down Alt and click on a cell, a price cell in MDT, and actually highlight that cell, make it yellow, and that's configurable color. So you can actually have a different colors as well too. So that's just a very, very easy, quick thing to do. So if you see a level on a chart or something like that and say, hey, I want to remember that level, all you got to do is hold down Alt, click on that price level on NDTrader, and boom, it's going to go yellow. So you'll remember that. So when you come back to that, you can mark comes back to there's something significant there. It's a nice thing. It's easier than laser lines to a certain extent. Laser lines, I love laser lines, but I'm going to talk about those a little bit too. But it's an easy way to do it, and it covers the entire cell, so it's not just this one little thin line. The entire cell is shaded yellow, so that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's a nice feature, and you can do multiple. You can highlight multiple cells too. You don't have to do just one. You can do multiple, and you can actually configure the colors so the different colors based on whatever you want to do. So that's one thing that I talked about with some people this week. Another thing. Someone asked me about, they wanted to have a way to track the performance a little bit. Wanted to know if we had any type of kind of software or anything built in the platform that monitored the trade activity. And maybe we don't market this enough. So, but yeah, we do. We have this thing called Trader Analytics. I asked people to join. If anyone wants to join and jump in the conversation, feel free to ask to join in, and you can chat live with me here. So I do kind of like doing that. So you're welcome to join in if you want. Just send an invite, and I'll be able to let you in. But Trader Analytics. Trader Analytics is this nice little tool. It's built into the platform. It's free. It's not additional like that. And it monitors your trade activity, and it'll show you all your buys, all your sells, and you can filter down and say, let's say you only want your buys and sells over this certain day or over this entire month, or over this certain contract, or only these 3 contracts, or these 2 products, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Trader Analytics, and it'll show you some nice little ratios to show your efficiency of your trading, your average hold time, your average hold time per winning trade, average hold time per losing trade, average hold time per long trade, short trade, whatever. It's going to show you your P&L based off of contracts, based off of position. So it's kind of cool. There's some really nice, funky things you can do in there. Check it out. I'm probably going to put a tweet out about that in the next 2 weeks or so. I didn't queue it up for next week yet, but at least on Trader Analytics. But I'll probably out the week after. I'll probably write that this weekend or next week. So it's a neat tool. It's a neat thing, particularly for beginning traders and really experienced traders too, just to kind of learn things. One of the nice things I like about Trader Analytics too, and one of the ways I use it is when I'm testing algos. Alex, you want to join? Hello there. Hey, welcome to Twitter Live. How are
I
you?
appreciate that. Good. How about yourself? I'm just listening in. That's all.
Okay,
I don't do this that often, but this is great. I'm really enjoying this.
Good. Do you want to be on live? I mean, I can turn you off.
No, I'll turn it back off. Off. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize.
No. It's all good. I'm glad you jumped in. But yeah, anyone could do that. You can jump in and actually talk live, and then it goes out to my whole feed, which is kind of nice. And I've done some interviews with that, and actually Gary's someone I want to talk to about that one of these days. He's with one of our new exchanges, the Mexico exchange, which is doing some neat stuff. Oh, back to Trader Analytics. One of the ways I use Trader Analytics too is actually test algos, because I'll go and actually write algos and I'll run them in simulation. And now Trader Analytics will give me a bunch of detailed information about how those trades actually went and how they work through. So when I actually test algos, I go back and look at them through Trader Analytics to see about the breakdown of the trades and what really happened a little bit. Then I also run them through. I look at them through Score to see if through Score you can obviously see what type of activity. Is this algo going to get flagged because it's paying too much, or is this algo going to get flagged because it's spoofing or something like that? Well, Trader Analytics or Score is going to help you with that. Well, Trader Analytics is going to give you a little more finite breakdown of the trade activity. So I don't want to get into Score too much. I'll talk about this some other time. But something else came up this week was someone asked about the multi-level bracket. Multi-level bracket order. I put a tweet out about that about 2 weeks ago. And what that is in one simple UI, you can basically say, okay, let's say you want to buy, I don't know, 10 micro NASDAQ contracts. You can set this up so now it'll scale you out of the market, basically. It'll scale you out and it'll scale you out and stop out. So let's say I want to buy 10 micro NASDAQ right here at a price of 50. You can set it automatically. So it's going to go ahead and get out of, let's say, 4 of them 10 ticks higher, then another 4 10 ticks higher than that, then the last 2 another 10 ticks higher than that. And you can set your stops on the same way too. So you got protective stops down below as well too. So it's kind of a nice way to scale out of the marketplace, both on a protective way as well as on a profit side. So check out that multi-level bracket order. But the actual question that was asked was if it was available for a non-pro license, and it is. So you don't have to have TT Pro. You can have the non-pro version and get that, $50 log in, and then you pay per transaction, or you can pay $700 a month or whatever. But you can look at the price in some other way. But you don't have to have a pro license, is what I'm saying, for the multi-bracket or multi-level bracket order type. All the TT order types, which are basically algos, those all come with the non-pro version as well as the pro. Something else that people have asked me about, and I haven't really shown it that dramatically how to do it. This kind of ties into, I've been doing some work around opening range breakout algos, as people ask about that. And one of the things they wanted to do was they want the algo in ADL to calculate the opening range of the E-mini, which is easy enough to do. I put out a tweet about how to do that last week a little bit. And I did something on my YouTube. And my YouTube, I actually build that entire algo. So if you go to my YouTube, you'll see that. What was I going to? Oh yeah, but then what they want to do is they want to link that opening range. They want to create laser lines back on MD Trader, how to show where that opening range is. Great idea. I can totally understand that. Here's the way you can do that. What you do is you launch that algo in AutoTrader, and from AutoTrader you can copy out those calculated cells. Within AutoTrader, when you have a calculated metric of some sort that you calculate in ADL, you can take that and you can copy that out and paste it into Excel. And it'll calculate live in Excel. So the live link is a live RTD link. And then from there, you can create a laser line off of those ranges or whatever it is. Put laser lines in NVTrader. So now you have the opening range, nice configured in NVTrader, real nice, real neat, real cool. I'm going to create a video about this and show a little more detail in the next couple of days. Maybe this weekend I'll use Bitcoin or something like that to use it. But that's a neat little feature to have. I think that was really the big points we want to talk about, was how to kind of do those things. So those are the questions that came across. It's good stuff. If you have any questions for me, you can always ask. Other than that, it's the weekend. I'm up in Wisconsin. It's gorgeous out here. I'm gonna go for a walk. I gotta rake some leaves too. Other than that, everyone have a good weekend. God bless. Take care. Send any questions. I'll be on again, do all weekend long. So feel free to ask questions or chat, and we will talk later. Take care. Been a pleasure.